This video is going to be a bit of a run. I'm going to be giving you guys straightforward advice for the self-improvement bots that watch this video. I've been one of them myself, and I mean the guys that don't really practice what they preach, but they adopt the identity of a self-improver, right? So you might really mistreat your family because they eat junk food, but at the same time, we all know that when you get in from work in the evenings, your 9 to 5 job, you're opening that bag of crisps, you're eating your Haribos, you're drinking soda. So who are you to tell anybody else how to live their lifestyle? You walk around like spreading this information like it's the gospel. And I might sound like a bit of a dick, but I'll get to my point in a moment. And that's not to say, this whole channel is about self-improvement. It's about improving your life. It's about fitness. It's about building relationships. It's about making shit tons of money. But at the same time, it's not a binary script. This life is not about a set of rules. It's not about a certain way of living. Like, when I go on a date with a girl every week, I get a dessert, you know? I drink a bit of alcohol when I'm with the boys, like when we go to Barcelona for the weekend. I don't follow these binary rules. Sure, when I'm by myself in this apartment, I follow a set procedure, you know? I go to the gym 4 times per week. I work on my business for 10 hours per day. I take certain supplements. I eat 100% clean food. But I don't let that dawn on anybody else. I don't make that my identity. If I'm sat with a beautiful woman, I can speak about absolutely anything. I'm a big movie fanatic. I love history. I love philosophy. I appreciate so many things in this life. And like, I'll take you back to a couple of years ago, to be honest, because I was the most dull, uninteresting person. All I could talk about was self-improvement. All these silly little rules, these silly little red pill mindsets that I would literally find myself talking to my colleagues about and just coming across as so arrogant. If they would say something like about the football or something, I'd come up with some shit like sports is for losers, or like, I wouldn't really, like, that's just an example that came to my head. But you guys really need to widen your horizons, be willing to speak to anyone, because anyone can provide you value, like in terms of they might not add anything to your life, but they might give you some piece of information that you could end up having a really interesting conversation with somebody about. So I've been there myself. I have been very arrogant and have not been willing to talk to certain people. But that is my advice, guys, because when you get to 30 years old, you're not going to be able to get any bitches. You're not going to be able to get any girls. And that was the trajectory I was going down myself. And until I learned to widen my horizons a bit more, be a bit more of an interesting person, to be more vulnerable, I'm willing to talk about anything I want. All of my flaws, I will happily get out there to the world. I'll happily say on this YouTube channel right now, I will happily discuss my flaws with a woman on a date, on a first date. And that, in fact, makes you more respected. That, in fact, creates that human connection between a man and a woman. Until I actually learned that, I was constantly just sat there, stoic, not smiling, not creating that human connection. So that's my advice for you guys. Just try and spark that light inside of you. You guys can think back to when you were a younger person, when you had actual sort of hobbies and interests. Try and tap into that a bit more. The last couple of years, that is really what I've done. I've actually tried to become an actual person again who people want to talk to. And my social circle is thriving now, not just in the networking groups, outside of that as well. I can speak to absolutely anyone, and I just love having conversations. I used to lie and say I was an introvert, but it's because I was hiding behind this facade. So guys, if you want to get somewhere with girls, if you want a better social circle, if you want to be able to have a conversation with the guy behind the counter at the gym for 30 minutes, just about anything, about the football, about the boxing, anything, this is where it starts. Just honestly, I love that you are a hard worker and you want so much more for your life. And you are sort of going in the right way about it, but you are missing a huge component, and that is being a unique person. So tap into your interests, and I promise you that you're going to get a lot further. And just be willing to be vulnerable and not give a fuck, because that's the masculine thing. That the masculine thing is just being unashamedly yourself. So take that on board. Hopefully that Ron actually flicked something in your brain, because it took me a very long time to understand that. And to be honest with you, when I was at that stage of my life, I was living above a restaurant on a mattress, and I think if I didn't really start trying to become a more sociable person, I wouldn't be where I am in business, and I'd probably still be in a similar situation. So take that on board, guys, and keep smashing it.